Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Holy cow. Holy cow. I am about ready. I am about ready to ask Streamlabs for a refund. Gee whiz, man. Hello. I apologize for that. I'm about ready to ask Streamlabs for a refund. This is like the third time this has happened where I click on something to either change a scene or something like that, and the whole thing shuts down. And when Streamlabs shuts down, the actual stream shuts down. Holy cow. I'm glad you guys found your way back. Hello there, Marvin and Marcin? Germany and Poland. I love it. What time is it over there? What time is it in your neck of the woods? Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So before the stream shut down, what I was telling a little story. And the story was, if you noticed, the bookshelf is a little bit different because the bookshelf that I had in previous videos was like this 90-degree oak bookshelf. And I made that bookshelf when I was 10 years old, back when like wood shop was a thing. And so, no kidding, I made that bookshelf in wood shop when I was 10 years old. I'm 8 years old today, so it's been a really, really long time. And for some reason, I've still carried it around. And I decided it's time to be a big boy and get a somewhat adult-like bookshelf. Because this is where I stream this is where I record the videos. This is also where I work every day as well. I work right here, so I'm at this desk 8 to 10 hours a day, and I like it to be a place where I like to hang out, put some conversation pieces up on the bookshelf. So that's where we're at. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move some things around, so you're gonna see my eyes going all over the place. Bear with me. Okay, I like this better. So normally I have the chat down here on the bottom, and I don't like having the chat on the bottom. I like having it right here because I can still move over and make eye contact with you. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for joining the stream today. We're celebrating 1 year. This channel went live 1 year ago. And if you're on the stream right now, let me know about how long you've been subscribed to the channel. Just out of curiosity. We're gonna play some trivia later. We're gonna ask some questions that'll give me kind of an idea to how long you guys have been around. But I'm actually curious, those of you on the stream right now, do you know about how long you've been subscribed to the channel? Hello, Sandy. Hello, Steve. Long time no talk. What, an hour ago, maybe? Steve, I'm actually heading to that area in next week, actually. I arrive into IAD on Sunday. I have a work event in Washington, D.C., and I scheduled myself a flight 1 day before my event starts, so I'll be doing the tourist thing all day on Sunday. because I've never been to Washington, D.C. before. Marson says, from your first reaction with Nightwish, I don't know how long it is. I will let you know. That's part of our trivia later today. Marvin, Nightwish reaction as well. Thank you everybody for joining the 1-year anniversary birthday stream. I guess you could say those of you who took part in the poll in the Discord. We got the Sleep Token shirt on today. This is the one that just kind of like arrived. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Sleep Token is probably one of my favorite bands of all time. But hey, so we got Marvin and Marcin from Germany and Poland respectively. Steve is here from Maryland. Sandy is here from Romania. Who else is joining us today? Where are we tuning in from? Where are we tuning in from? New background, new bookshelf. I just got done explaining that I'm out with the old, in with the new. That old one I was telling everybody I actually built when I was 10 years old in woodshop. And I still have it. Now it's up in my daughter's room. It's gonna be fun today though. So here's kind of what to expect. If you've been on a live stream before, we're gonna do some reactions. I've got some queued up. There's also a couple of movie and show trailers that I really want to see, and I want to watch them with you. So we're gonna do just a couple of those. I have a few of those queued up. If you want your reaction stuck into the queue, you can visit the description on some different ways how to do that. But we're gonna have some fun today as well. I've got some trivia questions lined up just to test your musical knowledge and maybe even your TECKreacts channel knowledge, or maybe even just your general Matt Tech knowledge. Most of it is around just general music knowledge. Danielle, hello from the Netherlands. Hello, hello. Thank you all for being here today. So fun. So fun. How's everybody's weekend? What did we do? What did we do? I'll start. We were headed to jiu-jitsu class today. We usually go on Saturday mornings. And halfway there, my nose starts pouring blood. Not kidding. Just starts dumping blood. Now, I had a bloody nose this morning when I first woke up. I don't know why. Dry air here in Lubbock, maybe. Kind of in a season change right now. But it was bad. It was like one of those ones where you just stuff, you stuff Kleenex up your nose and it just soaks it. And if you put your head back, it's even worse because it just goes down the back of your throat. So I thought I had it all under control. We're driving to jiu-jitsu class. Halfway there, bam, just starts coming out. So we had to turn around and come home. So then I sat here and nursed a bloody nose most of the morning. I played a video game. And that's it. I haven't even eaten a meal yet. I haven't even eaten a meal yet. It's 12:45. Steve, March 22nd, 2024. That's like 2 weeks after we started, maybe 3. Actually, let me look at the official date. I think I might have that right here. I'm gonna count the first video as like the official date. When was the first video? The very first video, the very first reaction posted was February 28th, 2024. And it was a reaction to Watch the World Burn by Falling in Reverse. Maybe we watch that together just to see how far because those of you who haven't been around for a while, Steve has. So Steve has probably seen the evolution of the videos over the last year. It started off incredibly analog. I mean, and we can even watch like part of the video to see, but I legitimately had a laptop. I set up my iPhone right here to record me. And I had like one of those little really crappy microphones that you plug into the bottom here. And I had to screen record the screen, then take the video from my phone, convert it from an Apple into a Windows video, get it into the software, but the laptop was so bad that it kept just shutting down. It kept just freezing. My son is right here playing a video game and he's being really loud. But when I would edit the videos, the laptop, the software would crash 5 to 10 times every session. So it took me like 4 hours to edit one video. But still made it work, right? It was a different logo back then, you know, kind of a different style. The audio was just really, really, really bad. We'll take a look at it. And we're just in a different place today, largely thanks to you guys. I mean, look, I'm so humble and I'm so grateful. I'm humble. I hate when people say that. I feel humbled by the community because I put a call out and I brought you guys in. This had to be maybe 7 or 8 months ago. I brought you guys in on what the process actually looked like to produce a video. And a lot of you rallied behind that and was like, how can I help? And a lot of you donated for us to get brand new equipment. And I'm so grateful for that. So the reason that we can do this kind of thing in the quality that we're doing it in, 4K video, high definition audio, right? 4K videos that we're producing now. And it only takes me maybe 10 minutes to edit a video now, maybe 10. Is largely because you guys came together and were like, we want to support the channel. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who else? Any idea how long you've been around the channel? That's actually a fun idea. We'll watch that video together and just see how bad it was. And how far we've come. So, back to the agenda today. We're just hanging out on a Saturday. We're going to do some reactions. We're going to look at a couple of movie trailers. We're going to look at a couple of show trailers. I've got some songs queued up. If there's something that you specifically want to drop on the list, there's a way to do that down in the description. Grateful for that. But we'll watch the first reaction video as kind of a celebration. And then we'll I've got some trivia lined up for us. We got a little game to play. So let's do this. Let's just out of curiosity, I'm actually going to start with that video. I kind of want to see this. Let me open it up. Hold on one second. Okay. I got it. Here it is. Oh, and if you can see on the bottom here, right under the video, that is the up next queue. So whatever, those are going to be the songs that we do. So as you submit yours through those various ways, I'll update the up next list so that you guys know what we're going to be doing next. But here it is. Hold on, let me turn off this. This is man, the music is different and everything. I'm actually really Can we just laugh at this together? Can we just go in knowing it's not going to be great? Okay, let's do this. It's 16 minutes. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're just going to get an idea for what the videos used to be like. So this came out 1 year ago yesterday. This is doing Watch the World Burn by Falling in Reverse. Even the music was old. I think I found this somewhere.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Reacts.
Oh, the audio is so terrible.
This is my first reaction video.
My beard's fuller. Look at that.
I'm a little late to the party.
My beard is way more full.
Over a year, this
like
video has 64 million views. And when I searched it, I saw that a bunch of other people.
The audio is so deep.
So
it's so low end.
To watch any of those. So this is a band called Falling in Reverse, Watch the World Burn.
I think this is just the iPhone microphone.
Let's go. So when I asked around, some friends overwhelmingly recommended this song, but they said you have to watch the music video as well. I can already tell that it's got some pretty crazy stuff going on. Let's get into it.
I used to do a lot of cuts too. Maybe I should go back to doing some of those cuts as well. This song is a jam, by the way.
I've heard it's rock. I've heard it's rap.
Yeah, I got voices in my head again. Tread carefully, and I don't medicate. It helps me temporarily. I got problems.
I've probably heard this song 100 times since then.
Are the people dead? The pilots are dead. Okay,
this was
very
to this day. This was the first one, but this was one of the funnest.
There's a scene in there.
This is one of the most fun reactions I ever did, and this really, like, since this was the first one I ever did, it really got me falling in love with doing these because of the things that I was catching and the music and all that. So good, so good.
Bane, it's very similar to this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Sorry.
Now, since then, a lot of that's been confirmed. Ronnie Radke pulled inspiration from tons of different movies for this music video. This specific part that I called out for Batman, he confirmed it. So I was right.
Let's go back. I gotta focus on what he's saying. I like the.
I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit.
The cuts.
Yeah,
He goes into this fast rap here.
This language.
That cadence is cool as heck, man.
I didn't expect this guy to.
Okay. So you kind of get an idea, right, how bad the video used to be.
He's
Star Wars.
Inspired by all kinds of movies. This looks very Blade Runner-ish.
100% Star Wars.
This kind of even looks like Harry Potter a little bit. The scene where they're doing the chess.
Mm-hmm. That part wasn't confirmed, but
that was cool too. Being with a happening here.
The Avatar was confirmed
halfway
too.
Through the song, and I haven't heard a chorus yet. Let's keep going.
There's spoiler alert, no chorus. Listen to this transition, man. This is, if you've never heard the song before, this is awesome.
Wow. Oh, let's go. What's falling? Sorry, what's falling from? What are those?
I think my reaction when he starts killing people in the church with his laser eyes. I don't remember what I did there.
Nice.
Luke Holland, man, is a heck of a drummer.
Oh, it's so unsevenfold. The harmonic runs there. Yeah, that's cool.
This breakdown is hard.
Oh my gosh. I have goosebumps. He's going Homelander, these people.
Hold on.
Look at. Oh my gosh.
This is hard, dude.
Halftime. Oh, that was cool. I really wanted that F word emphasized. Oh, drums. Come on.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys can see how bad that used to be, right? Used to be so bad. But it was still fun, man. So fun. Future Matt reacting to past Matt. Yeah, obviously the big difference is that like my beard is way more full. I'm actually, believe it or not, right here. I'm actually 20 pounds lighter than I was right here. At this current moment, I'm 20 pounds lighter than I was right there. I think I just hit it well. But holy crap. I can't believe it. Kristen, what's up? Marvin, hey, what's up, man? Thank you for that. Hold on, I'm pretty sure that I fixed the issue where like the message didn't come across. But let me see if it did come across. The message along with that. It didn't. It didn't. Marvin, if you did have a suggestion, my friend, I would just need you to type it in the chat so that I can find it. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't just want to start with like, I knew that I had to do some sort of quality to this thing. Otherwise people wouldn't watch the video. So I just did what I could with what I had at the time. And yeah, so that was a year ago. So 1 year to today. Quality difference in the camera, the audio, you know, the video, you know, now we're doing 4K videos now. So exciting. So exciting, you guys. Okay, that was cool. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to switch gears. We're going to play some games. We're going to play some games. Some of these have right answers. Some of them have opinionated answers. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to do what I like to call Little Matt Big Screen. It looks like this. Here we go. So we're going to put up some questions. Some of these are going to be just generic conversation topics. Some of these are going to be legit trivia questions. So put on your thinking hats. Put on your thinking hats. And the first question, everyone comment in the chat, is what was the first artist you saw on TECKreacts? What was the first artist that you saw? What brought you here? Marvin says Nightwish. Marcin says Nightwish. Steve says Nightwish. Danielle says Nightwish. Kristen changing it up with Falling in Reverse. I love it. Nightwish. Dang. No, yeah. No, that's kind of to be expected. There was something happened because I had heard of Nightwish, but I'd never really listened to Nightwish. And so when I asked around some friends that do listen to that music, they said you 100% cannot start with any other song than Ghost Love Score. So when we did Ghost Love Score, I think I posted that video, and by the time I woke up the next morning, the channel had almost 2,000 brand new subscribers at a time when we only had like 500. It was insane. Bubble says hello from Norway. Ghost Love Score is the most so I know that now. I didn't know it at the time. because the only reactions that I watched myself were to bands that I had already liked, right? A lot of NF. I love watching NF reactions whenever he drops new music. I like watching people experience some of the metal that I grew up on for the first time, whether that be Dream Theater, Metallica. I like people listening to Rush for the first time. So what's cool is that all this music, forgive me while I clean my glasses, all this music we're doing on the channel, I'm hearing for the first time. And it's great. I love it. But it wasn't until after that, Steve, that I learned Ghost Love Score is the most reacted to video on YouTube. And why not, man? It's an incredible song. It's one of the coolest songs I've ever heard. Yeah, that eventually happens, Steve. When you start watching reactions to bands that you like, but then you start discovering new bands to enjoy. Which brings us to question number 2. What new artist have you discovered through TECKreacts? I got a smear on my glasses. Hold on. You came here for someone, but are there any new artists that you discovered through TECKreacts? Whether you liked them or didn't like them. You don't have to like them to answer, but I'm just curious if there's a new artist that you discovered. They're all net new to me, so I can't answer the question. While they're doing that, Marvin, I see your donation. Thank you so much. Can you type in the chat if there's a, did that come with a reaction suggestion? I didn't see the message on that. So if there is one, can you type that in the chat, please, my friend? Yeah. Kristen discovered Dirty Loops. What a band. What a band. Now, Kristen, the question is, do you still listen to Dirty Loops today? Awesome. That's good to hear. Kristen's the only one that discovered a new artist? Okay. Most of the artists you've reacted to, I already know. Thank you, Is it Marcin? Like Marvin, but with a C? Danielle says the same. Okay. This question got a lot quieter, so I'm going to assume that that it's kind of the same with everybody. With most people, other than Kristen, who discovered a new artist. Now, well, I guess a follow-up question would be Marchin. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to say it incorrectly first. Marchin. Cool. I'm not even gonna attempt your last name. Now, question: Are there some reactions that you have not watched because you don't know who the artist is? And if that's the case, I will always encourage you to go listen to the music and watch the original video before you watch any reactions. If you watch a reaction and that's your first experience with the artist, that's fine too. But I would also encourage you to go give some love to them. as well. That's why I put the original video links down in the comments so you guys can go watch theirs and subscribe to their channel, play their stuff. So I'm curious about that one. Okay, we're gonna move on to some trivia questions, I think. I don't remember which one's next. Which one is this? Okay, this is how we draw the line in who belongs in the TECKreacts community or not. Does pineapple belong on pizza? There's only one right answer, by the way. Does pineapple belong on pizza? It's already getting heated. Marvin says no. Danielle says yes. Kristen says yes. No way, no pineapple, says Marchin. Steve's going to have something philosophical to say about this. I can feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Well, you can't put pizza in pineapple, silly goose. Pineapple is its own entity that grows. Pizza is a concoction of a bunch of different ingredients. Steve says pineapple and ham. Okay, the only right answer is yes. Pineapple belongs on pizza. And as you can see in the picture, there's pineapple and ham. Here in the United States, we call that a Hawaiian. A Hawaiian pizza. Now, here's what I like to do. There's this place here in West Texas called Ike's Wood Fired Grill. Now, I don't eat carbs anymore, but when I did, I would go to Ike's and I would get the Hawaiian with, so it's generally pineapple and chicken is their version of Hawaiian, but I would add double pepperoni to it. Danielle says, just don't try to order it in Italy? Does Italy not let you order pineapple on their pizza? Bubble says Sweden has banana and curry on their pizza, so pineapple isn't that crazy. Banana and curry? I would actually try that. You would think a Hawaiian pizza would be pineapple and Spam. Do French fries belong on pizza? Okay, now we're starting to blaspheme pizza here. In a place in Lugano under the name of Pizza Americana. I'm sure that restaurants have made all kinds of crazy pizza-like concoctions. But I would say yes, pineapple belongs on pizza. There's something, pineapple is great cold. Pineapple is delicious when it's heated up. It's even better when it's grilled. No, they won't. Type in the search bar pineapple pizza in Italy. I'm going to do that on my phone real quick. Pineapple pizza in Italy. According to the Google AI overview, in Italy, pineapple pizza is generally considered controversial and not a traditional topping, with most Italians viewing it as heresy due to the clash between the sweet pineapple and savory pizza flavors. However, some pizzerias, particularly in tourist areas, may offer it, and even renowned pizza maker Gina Sorbio from Naples has created a pineapple pizza called Margherita con Ananas to challenge food prejudice. Crazy. Now Kristen wants some pizza. We ate at a local pizza place last week because I'm doing the carnivore diet all year this year. I'm giving myself one cheat day or one cheat weekend a month. And so a couple weekends ago, we got pizza from a local place here in town. I don't like doing like Domino's and Papa John's and stuff. Papa John's will tell you like good ingredients, but they're really bad ingredients. Like as far as overall health and wellness, they're just not good. So we get our pizza from folks here in town that are local, and they get their ingredients locally too. It's called One Guy from Italy. and it was so stinking good. But I have a thing with pizza. Pizza's my all-time no, it's not my all-time favorite food. Okay, Steve said in Pennsylvania they have pizza with pickles. We're done. We're done with the pizza. As soon as you mention pickles, man, pickles are disgusting enough on their own. Not to mention putting them on a pizza. Ugh. Okay, next question are boneless wings really wings? Or are they just chicken nuggets? This is, again, a question that's going to separate who belongs here and who doesn't. I'm kidding. Are boneless wings really wings or just chicken nuggets? Steve, with an emphatic chicken nuggets, he says. Marvin says nuggets as well. Kristen says nuggets. I'm on that same page. I think them being called boneless wings is just a marketing tactic. Because check this out. Here's what's crazy. Boneless, the meat inside of boneless wings is the same meat used inside chicken nuggets. The same meat. All it is more breading and sauce on it. If you were to double bread a chicken nugget and put sauce on it, now you've got a boneless wing. Danielle says over here. Danielle, hold on. I gotta scroll up and see where over here is. Netherlands. Okay. Danielle says over here, Netherlands, they are really wings. You cannot get them without bones. Wait. You cannot get them without bones, so they always come with bones. Well, those are chicken, like those are chicken wings. Does that make chicken breasts nuggets as well? I mean, like chicken tenders? I would say chicken tender is just a big chicken nugget. Ever seen a bird with boneless wings? That's right. When I was in the USA, they sold boneless spare ribs. I don't trust that. I don't trust boneless spare ribs. I don't know where that meat's coming from, but it ain't the ribs. If there's no bone, it's not the ribs. Oddly enough, a lot of chicken nuggets today in the US are actually mixed with rib meat. The food over here just sucks. Dude, the McRib, Steve, is not real food. I would venture to say anything in an American McDonald's is not real food. I've seen how they make their chicken nuggets. I've seen what they spray their potatoes with for their fries. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in almost 10 years. And this is coming from someone who used to eat at McDonald's probably 5 days a week for a long time. And that's how I was almost 300 pounds. And a whole host of autoimmune issues and health problems. So I think I topped out at 295 8 years ago. I weighed in today at 215 pounds. A net loss of 80 pounds. Now, I lost that 80 pounds like within 2 years. I've just kept it off since, and it's kind of ebbed and flowed. I bottomed out at 198 when I was going real hardcore. But I stay away from, pounds, American pounds. American pounds. I have no idea what that is in kilos. The reason I bottomed out at 198 is because I was trying to go for that arbitrary 100-pound loss goal. But then I realized it just wasn't healthy to do that. You need to be the weight that your body needs you to be. Actually, what's most important, guys, is your measurement of your waist from your belly button all the way around to your belly button. Those are the most important measurements. BMI, crap scale. I've seen dudes that have like 1% body fat and their BMI is 40% because they're all muscle. So according to a chart, they're morbidly obese, but they're the most fit person I've ever seen with 1% body fat. So the BMI chart is a joke. Your measurement around from belly button to belly button, because that's where a lot of your toxic fat sits, is right in the abdomen and the love handles. That's what I'm working on getting rid of now, is those love handles. Okay, next question. Some trivia. Here we go. I think some of these are easy to start. What instrument do I play? If you've watched any video, it's obvious. It's in the intro. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you watch the intro for the videos, you know, the one that pops up and says where every beat counts, and underneath that is somebody playing drums. That's me. All that's me. Drums, correct. Bam. That's your boy. Next question. How many kids do I have? I don't put pictures up of my family much. Those of you who've been around for a longer time might know the answer. I only have legal children. There are only children that I know of. I have never impregnated anybody but my wife. Steve says 3. Kristen says 3. Danielle says, I think 2. Any other guesses? This is a fun one. Legally. Andrell, you're gonna be the cut up, aren't you, today? I have 3 children. I have 3 children. Yes, so the one you heard a few minutes ago was this guy right here. So this is our oldest. Her name is Ziva. She is 12 years old. This is our middle child. This is our son, Ezekiel. He just turned 9. This picture is about maybe a year old, actually. And then our newest addition is Oliver. And he is coming up on being... He's coming up on being 16 months old. So yes, 12, 9, and 1. We had a surprise. No more surprises. I took care of that right after we found out about him. I took care of that quickly. So you heard Ezekiel right here. And this is my wife, Ashley. We just celebrated 15 years of marriage. Cool. That's my lovely family. Okay, next trivia question. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate you. What is my favorite food? 9 step grandkids. That still sounds like fun, Steve. Sounds like a lot of fun, and they get spoiled. Bubble, you're on the right track. It was pizza for a long time. If you were to ask me like 10 years ago, hey, Matt, what's your favorite food? Pizza. Hands down. Hands down. Even when I delivered pizza. So in college, when I was in college in Southern Illinois, I would deliver pizza for Papa John's. And when I would go home for winter break, summer break, even when I went home for a few days, I would jump on the schedule in Northern Illinois and I would deliver pizza for Domino's. Did that for like 3 years in college. Marchin says pineapple pizza. It's good, but it isn't my favorite. My absolute favorite food. This will be a harder one. But I think it's probably well, I don't want to assume it's your favorite food, but it's probably a food that you very much enjoy yourself. I feel like we need some more music on. Do we need music? Let's get some music rolling. Here we go. Something meaty, you're on the right track. My absolute favorite food is a medium rare reverse seared ribeye topped with rosemary garlic butter. It's a real picture, by the way. A medium rare reverse sear ribeye with rosemary garlic butter and salt. Nice coarse salt. I'm telling you. Spoiler alert. This is since I started carnivore this year. At least 3 days a week. This is my lunch. At least. And the steak generally sits at about a pound to a little over a pound. And most days I'm not even hungry for dinner. Danielle, not for you? Do you eat meat at all? Or do you need it more thoroughly cooked than that? If it's up to me, the cow's taking its last breath before I eat it. What does that mean, free range? You eat free range meat? Is that what I'm hearing? Now, if I had my bio. Yes, bio. I don't understand. So what do you eat? Now, if I had my choice, this is going to be a grass-fed steak. Grass-fed, grass-finished. Really hard to find that in the United States, unfortunately. But at this point in time, given the overall health of our country, any beef is better than no beef. Andrel says, not really a fan of barbecue, though I sometimes cook it when with a group. Awesome. Bubble, reindeer steak? You eat reindeer steak? Never had that before. I've had elk. Is it similar to elk? Danielle says organic meat, I mean, but not a lot. Yeah, definitely. If you don't know anything about me, I'm incredibly health conscious. And I know that sounds weird staring at this big juicy buttery steak. But all of the science, not the Americanized paid for science by, pharmaceutical companies. I mean, like real science points to this being one of the most healthy foods you can eat, that a human being can eat right here. So typically we buy our meat locally. Bubble says kind of similar to elk, but not quite the same, less gamey. Yeah, I remember elk being extremely chewy, almost like a moist jerky. And it was very dark as well. I do remember it being dark and tough. Andrew says, I've had alligator barbecue in Florida. So we were just in Destin this past October. And we went to that place in Destin that has all the alligators there. And you can actually order alligator, which made my kids a little upset that we just got done doing the alligator show. And then alligator was on the menu right afterwards. They were upset by that. So we didn't order any alligator. because of them. Okay, next question. Now we're in the music stuff. I don't remember what it's called though, Kristen. I'm sure it'll pop up. If I put Alligator Restaurant, Destin, Florida. Yeah, Fudpuckers. It's called Fudpuckers. All right, everybody. What was Freddie Mercury's real name? Freddie Mercury, previous singer of Queen. Spoiler alert, Freddie Mercury was not his real name, if you didn't know that. You're going to learn something today. Without Googling, and without asking Grok or ChatGPT, Marcin, did you actually know that, or did you look it up? The answer is, in fact, I don't know how to pronounce it. Barack Bulsara, I guess. That's the closest I'm getting. Okay. No, Googling is against the rules. If you get this one, I know you Googled it because nobody knows this guy's real name. What is Snoop Dogg's real name? Nobody knows this. Not a single one of you. Kevin. You're actually close. Bubble. Snoop Dogg's real name is Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr. That's not a joke. That's his real legal name. Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr. Can you imagine? Next question. In The Big Lebowski, one of my all-time favorite movies, the dude cannot stand which band? Which band does the dude just hate? Come on, Big Lebowski, folks. Without Googling. Has nobody else seen this movie 100 times like I have? If you love it, you should know the answer. In The Big Lebowski, the dude cannot stand which band? Answer. The Eagles. You have not seen it? Andrell and Danielle have never seen The Big Lebowski. You're in for a treat. You are in for a treat. Highly recommend you go watch that movie. I don't know where it's streaming. I'm sure somewhere. It's like one of the cult classics of America, at least. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how far of a reach some of our popular movies get across the pond, but it's a fabulous movie. It's very funny. I'm going to need you to watch The Big Lebowski and send me a full report. Okay. Couple more questions. This is local. This is where I live. I live in Lubbock, Texas. Without Googling, which musician switched his style to rock and roll after hearing Elvis perform live right here in Lubbock, Texas? Which musician switched his style to rock and roll? We have an international crowd, so I don't know how popular this artist is internationally, or was. He is no longer with us. He passed away, if that's helpful. This is a tough one. I live here and I didn't even know. So this guy's like all over Lubbock, Texas. But I didn't know that he switched his style. I thought he was always rock and roll. The answer is Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly completely switched his style from like blues to rock and roll after hearing Elvis perform right here in Lubbock, Texas. Buddy Holly is from Lubbock, Texas. So the horn rim glasses, that famous look of his, way too soon. Wasn't even 30 yet. Him and Steve Vai, way too soon. No, not Steve Vai. Who's the other guitar player that? Stevie Ray Vaughan. Way too soon. Leonard Skinner, way too soon. I think so. He might be in the 27 Club. The answer is Buddy Holly. Okay, next. This might be tough for you guys who haven't been around, or even tough for those of you who have been, but what was the very first concert I saw? I was 13 years old. It was in Chicago at the United Center in Chicago. It was a show that I'm sure if my dad could do it over again, he would not have taken me to at that young age. It was really fun, though, I'll tell you that, even though my dad's hands were like over my eyes like this for half the show. But any ideas what my first band that I saw in concert was? You can't Google this. I feel like this is just going to be a shot in the dark. You're going to start typing in random bands, hoping that one of them hits. I'll start dropping some hints. They are an 80s rock band. What's another hint? The drummer for this band was married to Pamela Anderson. Danielle, close. Kiss was my second concert. Steve is correct. The first band I ever saw live was Motley Crue. Okay. What was my all-time favorite concert? I have been to hundreds and hundreds of them. But one is a core memory in my mind. They're my favorite band of all time. And I just happened to get to see them live before they retired. So I'll drop some hints. They retired after, I want to say 46 years, 45, 46 years touring consistently since the, I believe, late 60s, early 70s. These guys for 4 decades did 250 shows a year. They are a 3-piece band. Only 3. See, what other hints can I drop? No, thank you. Some other hints. Okay, so they're a 3-piece. They started in the late 60s or early 70s. Okay. Their drummer wrote a book called Ghost Rider. Andrell got it. My favorite concert of all time was Rush. I got to see them in St. Louis in 2005. It was just them, no opener, for 3.5 hours. 5th row, outdoors. Coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. When Neil Peart is my inspiration. My favorite drummer ever. When Neil passed away, I legitimately cried. I don't get sad over celebrities dying. That's not to say it's not a sad instance. But no celebrity death hit me like Neil's did. It broke my heart. And it's mainly probably because I had just got done reading his book. Which if you've never read Neil's book, it's called Ghost Rider, R-I-D-E-R. And it's basically a series of journal entries after his wife and his family tragically passed away. And he, they canceled the tour, and he basically jumped on a motorcycle up and just aimlessly drove wherever his heart would take him. And he kept the journal on that journey, and that journal became a book. One of the few bands where the drummer, he's not only the main composer, he wrote all the lyrics to every song. Neil wrote all the lyrics. And in Ghost Rider, he tells you the origin around a lot of the songs. My favorite one is the one where he tells the story about where the inspiration for By Tour the Snow Dog comes from. And Xanadu, and the inspiration around the whole story of 2112. So cool. Okay, let's keep going. I think there's a couple more. Can't Google this either. Who have I seen 15 times in concert? I have not seen them since COVID, but up till COVID, I saw them at least once a year since I was in high school. Oh, I haven't even seen Dream Theater once. Dream Theater is a bucket list for me. I would love to see Dream Theater live. His own band. That's fair. No. I've been in a lot of them. But anybody that I've played for it doesn't count. I don't even know if you guys know who this band is. The band is Coheed and Cambria. Danielle, thanks for joining us for a little bit today. I appreciate that. Thank you. The band is called Coheed and Cambria. They're one of my absolute favorite bands in the world. I've seen them a lot. And if they were to come to Lubbock, I would see them in Lubbock. Okay, I think there's one or two more. Here's an interesting one. You can look this up, but don't. What is the most played video on the channel, on the TECKreacts channel? Any guesses? Without looking it up. The most played video. Not allowed to look it up. That's close. I think that's the 4th or 5th. Iran is probably the 4th or 5th. It's often Ghost Love Score, but I guess Baby Metal or so. So it's actually not Ghost Love Score, and it's not Baby Metal. The most played video on TECKreacts is Pisces by Ginger, with over 68,000 views. Second place is Ghost Love Score. I actually did see that. I saw that already. The dude has got some incredible rapping abilities, man. Okay, I think this is the last question. What video in TECKreacts has the most comments? There's a couple that have gotten controversial, but there's one that has the most comments on it. I was actually surprised by this because I thought it would be one of the controversial ones and it wasn't. Or maybe it was, I don't remember. Isaac, it was not Ghost Love Score, believe it or not. One when you talked about being religious. Well, correction, I'm not religious. I have a relationship with Jesus Christ. That's not religion. Religion to me is a man-made thing, a man-made group of rules that men made up to get closer to God, and that's not the story of the gospel. God came down to us and met us where we are through Jesus. So for me, it's a relationship with Jesus, and it's not a religion. So I never talk about being religious, but sometimes I do talk about my faith. They're different things. See, I thought it was greatest show on earth because there was some hot debate on the evolutionary thing there, but it's not that either. The one with the most comments is, oh shoot, it is Ghost Love Score. Holy crap, I'm sorry. I thought it was a different Nightwish song. My apologies. Isaac, you were right. It's Ghost Love Score. Over 1,100 comments at the moment. You get the cookie, Isaac. It was my fault. And that's it for trivia. And that's it for trivia. Nightwish Army is huge. Andrew, it is an interesting distinction. And I don't know what that is like in other countries, right? Like I've never experienced religion or faith in other countries before. So I'm unsure like what your perspective of is of that. But I generally describe myself as a deeply religious atheist. You see, that's interesting that you say that because any atheist that I talk to is like against religion, but the way that atheism is generally spoken about, it's like its own religion. But so anyway, the distinction here, at least in my heart, I didn't grow up in church. My family didn't go to church. I didn't grow up going to church. I didn't know anything about the Bible, right? I have a whole other thing that we can talk about like how I became a Christian, but that's a lot longer. I'd be happy to have the conversation offline. I just want to make sure that I respect everyone's time today. But the distinction really comes between religion is essentially a man-made set of rules. And the reason for those rules is to earn favor with God. So you have all these different religions, and within those religions are rituals and catechisms and rules and all that stuff in an effort to get closer to God. But the story of the Bible, the Bible, the gospel of the Bible, is that in Romans it says that we have all fallen short of the glory of God, and that no works can make up for that. So when you have religion, which is works based, then you're constantly trying to work for your salvation. And because we can't earn it, we'll never be able to work hard enough to get it. Religion basically says I need to do more good than bad, and that's how I, quote, get into heaven. And that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says if you confess that Jesus is Lord, and you believe that he died for the sins of mankind, that he rose from the grave, and that he now sits at the right hand of the Father, then that is the free gift of grace that was given to us by his sacrifice. That was essentially God saying, you can't do it, I'm going to do it for you. All you have to do is say yes. It sounds simple and easy. And I think because it's so simple and easy, as human beings, we've just complicated it, and therefore you get religion out of that. So anyway, that's a whole separate thing. Steve says, I have no problem with religion. Believe what you want to believe. Just don't push it on others. Let people have their freedom. I mean, I agree with that. I'm also passionate about it. So if you ask, I'm going to tell you. I'm also passionate about other people knowing the Jesus that I know. So I'm not going to shy away from answering the questions. But yeah, I mean, there's a time and a place for it, for sure. For me, the point is that when it turns out that a God exists, I need to reevaluate my whole ethical foundation. Well, that's another conversation probably for another time. I would argue that the reason there is any sort of moral ethical foundation is because it is founded on a certain moral and ethical foundation, and that foundation was established by somebody, and that somebody is God. That's what I would say. So the US is, like I said, I've never been overseas to know what like religion is like in other countries, but in the US there are a lot of people that claim Christianity, that claim a certain religion, but might not even believe that God exists. But it's more of it's kind of like with like Jewish culture, right? There are Orthodox Jewish people that believe that God is real and the faith and all that. And then you've got your like cultural Jewish people, right? So in the United States, there's a Christian and a cultural Christian. A cultural Christian is generally somebody that's born into it. You know, they go to church, they attend, they think that attendance, you know, is going to earn them favor with God. But some of them might not even believe in God. They complicate the whole thing. But I think it's because the gospel is so easy to say yes to that we just automatically think it's too good to be true. And therefore we complicate it. And now we've got, 50 million different religions. Marvin said, I would love to see your reaction to I Am by Theocracy. So I actually listened to one Theocracy song maybe a couple of months ago. I was listening to Spock's Beard. I was listening to Neil Morse, and I think a Theocracy song like was suggested in the mix on Spotify, and I actually really did not like it. I couldn't tell you what song it was, but I did not like it at all. But maybe I need to try another song. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the point in the stream where we're going to start doing some reactions. Marvin, I saw your donation. Thank you. I didn't see if that came with a suggestion or not, though. And if you typed it in, I apologize if I missed it. Would you mind typing that in again so I can get it on the list? It's reaction time, ladies and gentlemen. It's reaction time. We're going to start with Epica, Edge of the Blade. So let me turn the music off. Let's get it queued up. And okay. I've done a few Epica songs and I've loved every single one of them, by the way. I still need to do a full album reaction. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best album. So I'm going through the comments and the suggestions to figure that out. What the album is going to be. But this song I have not done yet. It's called Edge of the Blade. Came out in 2016 from the album The Holographic Principle, which I think was one of the albums suggested for a full reaction. But here we go. This is Epica, Edge of the Blade. Hold on. The video is terrible. Let's get 1080p on this bad boy. Okay. That's better. Ooh. The double kick is nice. That was cool. Transition into the chorus is awesome. Coming up. Yeah, that's awesome. Whoa. What a cool song. Oh yeah, dude. Fire. So good, man. I love it. I love everything Epica does so far. I'm loving everything. My wife and I lead a marriage community group through our church, essentially twice a month. The married couples come over. We started out doing like a book, where we talk about how to make your marriage a fortress and all that stuff. Now we're just doing some community things. So we're getting together, breaking bread together, having fun, playing games, all that stuff. The couples were over this past Wednesday and we played this thing called Questions for Humans. It's like a deck of cards with conversation starters. And it was created by a gentleman named Dr. John Deloney. And so we have the, packet of cards for parents and kids, guys' night, right? Workplace. And we have one for couples. And there's one for date night where it's just for you and your spouse when you go out on dates. Some of the questions are fun. Some of the questions are very serious. One of the questions, so that's what we played with the other couples. We had the couples cards out. And one of the questions that was asked was, who is your celebrity crush? And I said, Jen Ledger from Skillet. I don't know if you guys know who Skillet is, but Jen Ledger is their drummer. That's my celebrity crush. In a really close second place is Simone Simons. In a very close second place is Simone Simons. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Number 1. Number 2. Marvin says, saw Epica live last year at the Symphonic Synergy in Amsterdam. Epica with a live orchestra is just awesome. You know, somebody else on the channel saw him too. I think it was Kristen, actually. Maybe not Kristen. Maybe it was Kristen. Except the vocals by Mark Jansen, they were luckily absent. The vocals by Mark Jansen. I'm not recalling a dude normally just singing. Like, I know they do this sometimes where they growl and scream. Oh, he is? That was in this song. He did it here near the end. He did it right here. Oh, maybe it was, yeah, right here. Yeah, he did it a little bit. Yeah, look at her cheekbones. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so then here's what we do. We jump into the list like this, and we move on to the next. It's been a long time since I've done some BAND-MAID, y'all. A long time. So I'm actually really excited for this one. This is a brand new one. It came out a month ago. Welcome Home, Masters and Princesses. BAND-MAID is an impossibly hard rocking maid band. It's the most accurate description of BAND-MAID I've ever seen. So this is Zen, the official music video, Mappa Anime Zenshu opening theme song. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Zenshu is. I don't even know what a Mappa anime is, but this is the theme song for it. So here we go. BAND-MAID Zen.
I am drawing your lights into the bright. Nobody knows Atashi future.
It's really catchy. That really subtle guitar work going on. I don't know if you hear that, but I think it's her right here. There's like all this rocking stuff going on, and then really low in the layers. You got this. It's barely there, but it's just enough to hear it. And then they showed her hands. Listen right here. Listen to this. Do you hear it? Super good. Ravax. The name of the song is called Zen by BAND-MAID. Cool.
I do your smile when we were together. 밀었던 기회나의
Come on. That was cool. Oh, that was sick. I want to listen to that drum part again. That was awesome. Oh, dude, that was awesome. That drop. That's cool. Interesting. The song is killer. The song is so good. So good. It's straightforward rock and roll, man, which is something they do really, really well. One thing I haven't heard before, I don't think, is the singer. I don't think I've ever heard her falsetto, her like higher head voice. That I don't think I've ever heard that from her before. So she kicks that right at the beginning, right here. That right there. That's called a falsetto. Yeah, I don't remember hearing her do that before. That's awesome. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Ravex? Hello, thank you. Paula, hello. Welcome to the 1 year anniversary on TECKreacts. We just got done playing a whole bunch of games, having some fun, doing some trivia questions, hanging out. Now we're getting into some reactions now. So then after we do this, it goes like this. We'll go ahead and scoop that off the list. Next up is some Sabaton, The Great War. Did I say it right? Ravex? Whoop, whoop. I hate when it does that. Hold on. Okay. Nice. Okay, next up is some Sabaton. I've really been enjoying Sabaton. So typically what I do is I go into the Sabaton songs completely fresh without reading anything about the history. Then I'll watch the video, I'll do a reaction, and then I'll go to their history channel and I'll watch that, right? So any comments I make about the history of it, I might not know everything. I just might not know everything. And that's okay. You don't know everything either. Most people get it wrong. You'd be surprised how many times I've gotten tech wrong in my entire life. Tech, heck, peck, zek, jack, T-E-C-H, T-E-K, T-E-C. Man. I'm not sure how you've never seen me on your recommendations. There's only, 50,000 other reactors out there somewhere. I'm just a little dude out here in West Texas who loves music, man, and we're just making a really fun community here. Okay, so this is Sabaton, The Great War. Now let me read. Is there any? I don't know which war has actually been named the Great. Okay, World War I. Perfect. Okay, see, this is what I do. World War I. Okay. You seem genuine. Thanks. I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm just me. Southeast Texas, like Corpus Christi, Houston area. I'm over in Lubbock, the complete opposite side of the state from you. Lubbock, but I'm originally from Illinois. I'm a Texas transplant as of 4 years ago. Houston, perfect. I'm still getting my bearings on where the cities are in Texas. Okay, this is Sabaton Great War, which apparently is World War I. Now I know that. Let's do this. Why does that drummer look different? Is that a different drummer?
We're dim and lies, I'm paralyzed, my brother's eyes are gone. And he shall be buried here, nameless marks his grave.
Love the way this guy sings.
Mother home, get a telegram and shed a tear of grief. Mud and blood in foreign land, trying to understand. Where is this greatness of it told? This is the lies that we've been sold. Is this a worthy sacrifice?
No way. Hold on. Were his in-ears barbed wire? Sorry, I just caught that.
This is the lies that we've been sold. Is this a worthy sacrifice?
Oh, I want those in-ears. I want that. I want those. Mine are boring. Look. I want the barbed wires. Those are cool, man. Dude. Sabaton shows look intense.
I'm standing here, I'm full of fear, with bodies at my feet. Over there in the other trench, bullets wear my name. Lead ahead as the captain said.
Oh, I like that.
Show them no remorse.
The sudden key change is weird.
What have I become? I do my duties, pay the price. I do the worthy sacrifice. I know my deeds are not in vain. Great war, and I cannot take more. Great war, I keep on marching on. I play the great score. There will be no encore. Great war, the one to end our loss. Then feet by feet, will be the place of the mile here. Though men are falling, we see heroes rise.
Nice.
We face the heat.
They have a tank on
We
stage.
are fighting until the dawn. So follow me, and we will
The
rise
drums are on a
above
tank,
all
you guys. That's insane. Man, that's intense. Another key change.
Great war, I keep on marching. I play the great score. There will be no encore. Great war, the one to end our wars.
only it did. Man, dude, a Sabaton show looks absolutely insane. Rayvac says, I just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate that. Awesome. Hope you enjoy your time here. Andrew says, drummer is Hans. I think I was confusing it because at the beginning it was this dude. He must be the drum tech or something, like just warming him up. Not crazy about the angles of the drums and cymbals, but I'm not playing on that drum set, so it's okay. Let's see. Andrew says, I sometimes recommend Sabaton to my students that don't like history class. That's a really good idea. Andrew, what do you teach? Wait, that's him? That's the same guy? Are you serious? Did he get that much hair folded up into his hat? You're telling me that's the same guy as this guy? I don't believe that. I gotta see the front of his face. Not really getting a whole lot of shots of his face. I don't believe that. That's crazy if it is. Bubble says, have you seen Ein who? What? Enlisted I Grig by Sabaton? I have not. It's on my list though. I think it's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. It's been sitting there for a while. I've been meaning to do a reaction to it. That's crazy. I didn't know that was Hans as well. That's nuts. That's fun. Dude, have any of you seen Sabaton live? Have any of you seen that? Dude, Steve, that's amazing. It's got to be incredible. It looks incredible. One song in, do they go like full boat? Every song like they theme out the stage and the background vocals and everything. Is the drummer on a tank, just like they saw? Drums sitting on a tank platform for that tour. Golly, that's crazy. Andrel teaches computer science and natural sciences. If that is the American translation, combination of physics, chemistry, biology, and technical. 15. So you teach, here in the United States, we would call you a high school science teacher. Yeah. Cool. Fun fact, I went to school to be a teacher myself. I was a music education major. And then I quickly learned, after spending 4 years and many thousands of dollars on college, that I didn't want to teach kids. So I appreciate you. I still taught, I taught private lessons, but I didn't teach a classroom of children. My goal was to teach high school like yourself. But here in the US, you need a master's degree to do that, which would have meant more schooling, and it wasn't what I was willing to do. All right, so I did a reaction to Wardruna doing Helvegen with Aurora. And a bunch of comments said that Kalandra, one of my other favorites on the channel, also do a version of this song. So that's what I want to do now, is the Kalandra version of Helvegen. You are a scientist in biomedical engineering and cardiology. That's incredible. What made you switch to teaching? Like, you weren't like a cardiac surgeon, were you? But a cardiology scientist, biomedical engineering and cardiology. Interesting. So that picture of the steak earlier really gotcha, huh? Okay, here it is. Wardruna. So this is Kalandra covering the song. "25 years doesn't sound too temporary to me." Ooh, a pump organ. If you guys have never seen that before, he's using his feet to pump air through these valves that are making the sound. And essentially the ones that he's holding his fingers down like on a piano, those are the valves that open. Her voice is incredible. Oh, dude. I love that sound. One of my favorite bands in college was a band called Sigur Rós that did a lot of this violin bow on guitars, and the sounds they came up with were amazing. sounds hard to sing. Started. I love it. Like the big crescendo and then right back down. Amazing. Hmm. Wow, that was beautiful. The harmonies, instrumentation, whole thing was awesome. Amazing. I love that. Her voice is incredible. Just incredible. One of my favorites I've reacted to. Jimmy Page from Zep. Yeah, he did bow and guitar for sure. I remember hearing it a lot though with Sigur Rós. Bubble says, I'm from Norway, and this is the first time I've heard of Kalandra. They are singing in Nynorsk, which is a variant of modern Norwegian. It sounds like a cool language. Bubble, allow me to introduce you to Kalandra. I want to play for you the very first song I ever heard from them, which is called Brave New World, but I want to do this one. This is the very first thing I ever heard from them, and I fell in love immediately. So let's enjoy this together.
Close your eyes and sleep. Ignore all the burdens that you keep. Come whatever may, they can never harm you anyway. the smoke that's rolling in. The end is what you fear. The scent of endless lingers in the air. It's like a web there is no escape from. It's got you trapped and you long for freedom. Every wish, every dream was granted, never knowing what they demanded. You see the wall, how it's getting higher. You want to fight, but you're all divided. It's not a world anyone can thrive in. Is this the world we were meant to grow in? Somebody tell me, where are we going? Brand new worlds we rise. If we do not act upon its lies, hold your tongues no more. Learn from all the ones who came before. Catch the wind and fight the storm. Through the fury we're holding on. Take your time, but not too long. Make it worth the time you want. You woke the fire inside of me. Found the flame and made it breathe. You woke the fire inside of me. Inside of me. Inside of me.
Yeah, that actually wasn't the first song I heard from them. I just realized that about 30 seconds into the song. It's still a good one, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm not going to play it. Slow Motion, that's the one I would recommend. Here, I'll just drop this in the chat for you. This was the one that I was like, oh yeah, this is phenomenal. That was good. Slow Motion is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so we did Kalandra. Guess what? Guess what, y'all? We're gonna do some Dimash. I have not done Dimash in a long time. A long time. Don't know if anybody is here on the channel because of a Dimash reaction. We're gonna do Dimash today. So this is actually one of the videos I've done of his that is not a live performance. I think this is the first music video I have done of Dimash. I don't think I've done one before. But this one's called Screaming. Nothing really in the description about it, other than it came out in 2018. Let's lock into this. Dimash Screaming, the official music video.
I feel it trying to turn my heart into stone.
In English.
Put up resistance to me, so I let you go. Oh, but the love inside just won't subside. They can't stay far from you. Raise me from the seams in it. I'm fighting to believe you remember me. I'm screaming out. Why can't you hear me? I'm screaming out.
Very pop.
I can't do feel me. I'm screaming inside. Yeah, yeah. I'm screaming inside. Yeah, yeah. away everything. No, I know there's way to face us, baby. I know it's difficult, but can we try once more and get this right this time? I'm screaming why can't you hear me? I'm screaming why can't you feel me? I'm screaming inside yeah. I'm screaming inside yeah. I'm screaming
Nice. Bubble says Disney princess chants. That sounds accurate. Sounds accurate. I actually didn't really care for the song except for the last 30 seconds of it. I mean, it's a pop song, right? It was okay. It's not my style. And maybe it's because it's a music video where he's like performing against his recording of it. But I am way more blown away watching him perform it live. Honestly. Maybe the music video like road is not the one we go down for Dimash. But we stick to his live performances. Because if I would have seen that stuff live, now granted he's he's harmonizing with himself here. He's like creating these layers where he's doing these, as Bubble says, Disney princess chants, but he's singing the chorus over it. It's hard to reproduce that live, but I would be curious to see how this is performed live, if he in fact does this live. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite Dimash, but it was neat. Guys, we've reached the end of our list. We've reached the end of our list. We're at the 2-hour mark on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday night for some of y'all. Hey, for anybody that missed it, this is obviously recorded, so after we're done, you feel free to go back and watch it from the beginning. But we did a little bit of trivia. We had some fun. We played some games at the beginning. We told some stories. We watched the first ever reaction video on the channel 1 year ago yesterday, and we made fun of it. So go take a look. Go take a look at that. I'm going to call it for the afternoon, but I really appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel. If you haven't done that yet, please go do so. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, please do that as well. That's where we're hanging out and we're having a great time with each other between videos. We talk about all kinds of things in there. It'd be wonderful to have you. There's a link on the main page and in every video. Join the Discord, hang out with us over there. If you consider supporting the channel as well, that'd be amazing. We have a lot of things that I want to accomplish with y'all this year. No, you don't have to do that. I do give you a lot of benefit for doing so. Appreciate that. Paula, thank you for being here. I'm glad you had fun. I had a good time too. We're going to be doing these live streams at least twice a month going forward. And my goal is to pump out about 4 to 5 videos a week as well. So subscribe to the channel, head to the Discord. If you're a supporter of the channel, you get rights to vote on the upcoming videos that are coming up. You get a certain amount of guaranteed reactions as well. And then a couple of other little goodies as well. And you can do that either on Patreon or on Buy Me a Coffee. And then if you want your reaction guaranteed, there's also a way to do that down in the comments section or down in the description. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being on this journey over the last year. Some of you have been here since day one. Some of you are new, and I really appreciate that as well. But like I said, after this stream ends, go back and watch the beginning of the video where we actually make fun of the very first reaction video I ever did and how bad it was. But looking forward to hanging out with you guys more on the next stream. See you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful weekend. Everybody take care of yourselves.